if yours shut the fuck up. If yours is not this big, she's not gonna call you back. Hey, what's up everybody, it's your boy Franco and welcome back to a brand new video. Yeah, today we're starting this video a little bit with a different scene because you're gonna be cooking with me today. We're gonna be cooking breakfast, boys and girls. First of all, I want to appreciate every single of you guys that have watched my previous video. I didn't expect that video was going to get 1,000 views in the first 3 days. Like, that's for me is extremely crazy because that wasn't the plan, guys. The plan was just to upload videos back again to YouTube because this is one of my passions. Literally, this is one of my passions. That for me right there was a signal that I should continue doing these things and I should continue, you know, grinding for my dreams, everyone. So yeah, today we're gonna be talking about one of my favorite lenses for portrait photography. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the 135mm Sigma Art lens. This is a massive lens, boys and girls. If y'all can see right here, this lens is about, I would say 7 inches, and it weighs about 2.5 pounds, almost 3 pounds. Imagine having this lens for about 10 minutes in your hand, shooting, moving, doing a lot of stuff. Well, it is a workout, ladies and gentlemen. This lens is for big boys and big girl lens. If you're not strong, you cannot carry this big boy right here. So yeah, focusing back on the 135mm, it is basically my favorite lens, and we're gonna talk about why. One of the things that I love about the lens, it is that the photos, man, they're just so crispy and sharp. So the focusing video is not that great. It kind of struggles a little bit to pull focus while shooting videos. In photography, it does stunningly super great, and that's one of the main reasons that I love this lens. Well, this lens is a photography lens. It's not gonna give you a cinematic look, but it's going to give you a very sharp and crispy, and I don't know what is that, so let me cut the video real quick. Alright, so talking about better specs about this massive lens. So the aperture on this lens is 1.8, meaning you can shoot with this lens in nighttime or low light, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to perform fairly well. For me, I prefer lenses that are 1.4 or 1.2, but of course those lenses are gonna cost you way more than Sigma Art lenses. Don't get me wrong, Sigma Art does have lenses that aperture maximum it is 1.2, but in this case we're talking about a massive lens that if it was 1.2, I bet this lens was gonna be bigger than this. So another thing about this lens, modern lenses, basically all the lenses are silent, and you can see the feet and meters right here when you are pulling focus. So that's gonna help you, especially if you're using some sort of manual focus for a special project. Well, it's gonna give you that advantage that you can see actually what you're pulling focus on. Another thing that I like about this lens is that you control actually what is going to be the focus distance right here. I don't know why is that useful, but for me it isn't. I just put it in full most of the time, and it works just fine. Like, something that's different about it, then I should know. And the other thing that I love about this lens, that every single lens that is going to be photography or automatic or whatever you want to call it, they should have the manual and autofocus in the lens, not in the camera. Normally when I'm trying to pull focus on the camera and the lens, it doesn't have these clicky buttons, then I have to go into the settings, blah 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 blah, and put the manual or automatic focus in the camera. And personally, I don't like that. I like to have it on the lens. It's faster, especially if you're in a rush in a project. It's gonna help you save time. Another thing about the lens, it has 9 diagrams of crystals, which is gonna give you a more clear and beautiful image, obviously giving you the sharp image. Like, look at how massive this crystal is. I got big hands. My hands are huge. I think they're like 9 inches big hands. That's what she said. Anyway, look at how big the crystal is. Hopefully it is focusing in the right area, because last video we have a lot of problems focusing in the right area because I put the wrong focus points in the camera and it was focusing only my face. So going back, you can see how clean and sturdy this lens is in comparing to the other lens that we tested that was a Cinema. This is actually like a professional brand. Obviously, if you don't know Sigma, I don't know what kind of photography you do, because Sigma has pretty much everything, every lens, everything that it's photography related. And for 1100 bucks, I mean, it's well built. This one comes with the metal mount plate like we review in the last video. This is ideal for your lenses, and this one it's weather sealed. Supposedly it's supposed to not get sunk or not to get damaged. So I'm not gonna test it. I don't have enough money to afford another lens of this. Do I recommend this lens? Absolutely yes, especially if you are a portrait photographer or you do stuff that is related to nature or that kind of ideal stuff. Well, this lens is for you. Obviously, if you are a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this lens until you get your personal style and your niche. For beginners, it's a no lens, especially because it is very expensive for beginners. I mean, once you get to a pro level, 1100 is like the cheapest of the high quality brands. Oh, I forgot to mention the hood. The hood, I love it. It's huge. Like you can see, it's like almost 4 inches tall, and obviously, yeah, it goes right away. You didn't see me struggle doing that. Almost 99% of the time when you use this lens, you're gonna have a bokeh and blurry background, so that's a plus. Things that I don't like about this lens, I think I have only 1 or 2 issues with this lens, and it's the focus when you're recording. I don't like it. It struggles a lot. It does that jumpy effect. It's trying hardest to focus, and I don't like that. And the other thing that I don't like is that it's super heavy, but I mean, you cannot avoid that with this lens. Like, look at how big it is. It's massive. It's super huge. That's what she said. You know what, I'm gonna stop you looking like that because you guys are gonna think I'm a pervert or something like that. I'm just trying to make this video a little bit funny. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it about this video. Hopefully you enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you out in the next video. Peace. I'll catch you out in the next video.